XL Pro, what it do? We gotta run that back. Let's go. Shout out to my brother Tox Beats. This is Tox Beat, man. People love to paint pictures, you know what I'm talking about? I had a Facebook post that just went crazy, you did. So here we go. Another afternoon show. Tap in, walk with us. Shout out to all the real ones. My brother Red Supreme TV1. My brother Mr. O with the info. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree? E&E, the sounds of Tox Beats, you did? I know how y'all like to paint pictures out there, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us, man. Y'all know how y'all like to paint pictures out there, man. Vincent Van Gogh ass niggas, man. You now tuned into the smooth sounds of E&E. My brother Tox Beats, you hear me? Yeah. You know, yeah. What up? You already know what it is. It's your brother and your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. You know, and we here, man. Now, how's everybody doing this beautiful afternoon, Jack? Shout out to my brother, Sir Ism. You did. You know what I'm talking about? That's my one of my big homies, man. You know, I ain't got too many big homies. I'm the big homie, man. But, you know, my big brother, you know what I'm saying? Sir Ism be dropping that cold game over there, man. Y'all go tap in with that brother. Go show that brother some support. You know what I'm saying? Real ones, man. If I was going to suggest anybody go listen to anybody, man, hey, my brother Sir Ism is a brother worth listening to, you know. Tap in, walk with us. Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, you know. Yeah, I'm having this impromptu show. XL Pro, what's happening, bro? My brother XL Pro always coming through showing that love, man, supporting the real ones, man. I rock with you, brother. No, I love that. I love to see everybody supporting real ones across the YouTube spectrum, man. Love when I go see my brother Red Supreme TV1, and my brother Mr. O, and my brother Sir Ism going live, seeing the same people that come tap in with me. I appreciate that. That let me know y'all rock with real ones. I don't really too much pay attention to none of these other guys. So if y'all be in that comment section too, that's your business. I don't really care, but you know, as long as I see you supporting the real, I know it's an ounce of real in you. You did. Tap in, walk with us, man. How y'all like that track right there, man? Tox made that for me, and my man Nauseous, man. Like, man, I'm talking about, like, man, probably more than a year ago, man. We got so many tracks, you know what I'm saying? So much music to do, man. You know what I mean? It's limitless. Tap in and walk with me, man. How y'all doing today, man? It's Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday. Today is the last day that I will be breaking down the Sustainable Development Goals of UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability, right? Mm-hmm. It's the last day for that. And we're going to be discussing the last one, which is Sustainable Development Goal 17, right? Which is partnerships for the goals. All right, this is what we're going to be discussing later on tonight at 8. You did? Tap in and walk with us, man. Show your support. You know what I'm talking about? Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. This is what we're going to be discussing tonight. Partnerships for the goals. And this will be wrapping up this series, you know, breaking down Sustainable Development Goals of UN Agenda 2030. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in with us later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get straight to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And, you know, we always going to do it like we used to it. You know? Now, like I said earlier, man. No, I made a Facebook post yesterday, right? I'm gonna keep it 100. It was based off of a conversation that I had with somebody, right? But it wasn't directed specifically toward the person I had a conversation with. It just got me to thinking, and it was basically just a kind of like a epiphany, or not even an epiphany, but you know, just making a statement, you know, a general statement that I've noticed, not only in my personal life, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have experienced this as well, right? I'm pretty sure y'all have, right? You know, so it wasn't like this was like aimed at it, because if I was gonna do something like that, then you gonna know I'm talking to you because I'm gonna have your name in it, right? But I gotta keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. It was based from a conversation I had concerning somebody, but this specific post isn't directed towards that person or that situation. Because, like I said, if I was on that type of time, I just would have put their name in it, or I would have never even died. I just would have called them on the phone and talked about it, right? You know what I'm saying? Uncle Diggity, what it do, man? You know what I'm talking about? We here. People and the pictures they paint to disguise their actuality in reality, right? I'm going to bring this up on the screen so y'all can see, right? That just had to be the first one I saw. Huh? That's funny. All right. Now tap in and walk with me, y'all, man. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing, man? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't, man. It's Wednesday. We here. You know what I'm saying? We keeping these conversations going. I was going to make a or supposed to make a pre-recorded today, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Since I'm sitting here and I got done doing what I was doing earlier than what I expected. So I said, you know what, I could do this and still make my pre-recorded and still have, you know, whatever, right? We ain't gonna be going in too long on this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But this is the post that I made yesterday, right? Tap in and walk with me, right? I said, people will paint the picture of negativity concerning you when in actuality, they are the true piece of doo-doo. They are portraying you to be to others, man. Sheesh, Jack. Right? But see, what happened as a result of this? Oh man. Hold on, let me fix something real quick, y'all. All right. This ain't right. Yeah, that ain't right. Let me update something. Hold on, let me see something different. This was on. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Right. Hold on, I'm about to do this real quick. Right? You feel me? Right. And as a result, right? As a result, you know what I'm saying, this post like got kind of crazy yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of people talking about things that I wasn't aware was transpiring amongst these separate groups of people. And you know what I'm saying? It just brings to credence to what the whole post was about. Right? You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because everybody wanted me to talk about this. They're not here right now. My man Kevin Jones, he gonna be coming on the show pretty soon, man. Y'all know my sis Val, she gonna end up coming on the show again. You know what I'm saying? He said, bro, this needs to be a topic on your show. You need to shine light on this jewel right here. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? And Uncle Diggity, man, I don't know what's going on Facebook, bro. It's like when I be trying to tag you and stuff, it don't let me, man. And I looked your name up, brother. I don't know what happened, man. Did you you deleted your Facebook or something, bro? You know? But anyway, right? Now think about this, man. You feel me? Okay, I was wondering, I was thinking something, man. I was like, man, something ain't right, man. But that's what's up, though. Do you, my nigga? You know, I ain't tripping. You feel me? Now pay attention to this, though, y'all, right? Now, we all done dealt with this to some extent in our life, right? You know, for whatever reason, you know what I mean? People talk about you, and maybe you talked about other people, right? But we're gonna focus on the other end of that. You know what I mean? Everybody's been in a situation to where, you know what I'm saying, they've been made to look a certain way. You know, people try to manipulate other people's perception of you. Everybody has done with somebody trying to make them look bad, somebody trying to put put doo-doo on their name. You know what I'm saying? Somebody done try to sit up here and assassinate your character, make you look bad, change people's perception about you in a negative way. All the whole time while this person is making efforts and attempts to do this, their life is in actual shambles, a wreck, terrible, horrible. And often these people who do this are the type of people who give off the perception that their life is just so beautiful and lit and popping and just so right and exact. Right? Oftentimes this is based off of people having jealousy for you and envy. Right? Understand how somebody who could be in a better financial situation than you, a better living situation than you, a better whatever situation it may be than you, and still be envious of you. Why is that? That's because you might have that sauce. You might have that swag. You might have that, you know what I'm talking about? You might have that that ism. You got that je ne sais quoi, so to speak. Right? You're a unique, charismatic, magnetic individual. It's in you, it ain't on you. Right? And although you may not be in the best financial situation, you might not be in the best mental situation as far as health. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Other people who may be, they ain't got that sauce. They ain't got that je ne sais quoi. You hear me? But you do, though. No matter what situation you in or may appear to be in, you always shine bright like a diamond, like Rihanna said, without even trying. You hear these other people have to go tooth and nail, busting their ass just to give the appearance, perception that they got some things going on. And here you is, got everything going on, but ain't got nothing going on. You hear me? In the sense that, you only focus on what you doing. You ain't sitting up here trying to, impress nobody. You're not sitting up here trying to, in whatever it is you do, right? You're not sitting out here putting out the perception that you're somehow better than somebody. But I want y'all to understand something that comes along with great intelligence, great charisma, great energy. When you're a charismatic, magnetic individual, not to mention an attractive and intelligent, charismatic, magnetic individual. My brother, Mr. O, my Joe from Chicago, what happened, man? Right? When you're a charismatic, magnetic individual, when you're a handsome individual, if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're beautiful, pretty, and attractive, right? If you, got a way with words, you understand what I'm saying? Like I said, if you got that je ne sais quoi, if you got that sauce, you hear me? Naturally, like some of us do, you would notice if you look over your life, things kind of came easy to you. Even though you might have grew up in the hood, or you might have grew up wherever you grew up, you might have grew up disenfranchised economically, right? Even through all of whatever you went through growing up, things kind of always came not easy to you, but things kind of always went your way, even when it wasn't no way, or it just seemed like it didn't, because you just was a charismatic, magnetic guy. It's just something in you. The Most High got His hands on your life. You hear me? In a unique, I ain't gonna say special, but in a unique way, right? And not saying that the Most High don't got his hands on none of the rest of y'all life. It's just many are called, few are chosen, right? And a lot of y'all called, but most of y'all ain't chosen. Some of us are, right? And this is why this post was made in, because, you know, when you are this type of person, what I've noticed being this type of person is that you just doing you, being yourself, becomes offensive to people, right? Almost to the point to where people feel like they have to one up you. You know, they give, like I say, man, when you assume authority, people give it to you, right? In ways that you might not recognize as them recognizing you as being authority, right? And it might come off as what we call hate, right? Take a walk with me, man, right? You know, and also got to do with a lot of self insecurity. You know, a lot of people aren't secure within themselves. A lot of people are not happy within themselves. A lot of people think that, you know what I'm saying, materialistic things or materialistic gains will somehow bring them the happiness that they never experienced. But a lot of people don't understand that happiness, and I know this sounds cliche, but it's so true, happiness comes from within. And if you're not genuinely happy with who you are as a person, individual, right, then there's nothing that's going to make you happy. But see, a lot of people identify with this and don't get their proper healing and treatment behind it. So they mask it with, you know, getting pleasure or seeking pleasure out of others' perceived misery in the attempts and hopes to, if I could somehow show that this person is in some way lesser than me, right, my insecurity won't be so visible. You understand what I'm saying? We talking about people who paint pictures, right? We talking about people in the pictures they paint to disguise the actuality of their reality, right? Oh, I know a lot of y'all are familiar with this on this here YouTube, right? And when I mean by the actuality of their reality, you hear me talk about reality all the time. Notice how I broke reality up. You hear me? You did? My man, Mr. O say. Yeah, go check out my brother, Mr. O stream from last night, man. I just was listening to that before I started the show, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go support real ones, man. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm just going to sit up here and do this. You hear me? Tap in, walk with us, man. Hold on. You know, smash that like button, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, Jack. You hear me? Tap in and walk with us, man. You hear me? Thought I was Johnny Depp. Right? Tap in and walk with us. Right? I gotta smoke the best. I really bought gas from Queens where Ghost and Tommy met. This rap shit can be a workout, don't forget the stretch. You weird niggas just do to me while we can't connect. E&E, you better know that we live now. Trying to get a piece of the pie, I want my slice now. 36 King S, nigga, I'm in my prime now. Keep the L's coming, I'm about to catch me a flight now. Ballin' on
niggas, every shot a swish. Kush clouds, that's the way I blow a kiss. Homicide, whenever you niggas come for glitch. I'm nice with it, I really do all the shit I spit. Kids good, fam good, I can't complain. I see a lot of green, catch me at a Celtics game. On even ground, I see the sun before the rain. The guarantee is 2020, I'm laying clay. Glitch. I like to welcome y'all. Dirty, I'm about to take no more.
It's a beautiful day. When I listen to my brother in the neighborhood, I got a beautiful day to be a neighbor. Would you be mine? This is a video earlier today when I was headed to the gym. Veronica Thomas was good with you, baby. People was tapping in with me, man. And now we here. We're gonna have this discussion later on today, man. We're having that discussion later, right now, but we're gonna use this as the crux, you will. I'm on my way to the gym right now. And I got something I got to do at 11 o'clock when I leave the gym. But as soon as I get done doing that, right back to the crib. And we're going to have this conversation, man. It ain't going to be on Facebook, though, man. I keep telling y'all, man, fuck Facebook, man. It's going to be on my YouTube page. Now, when I get up here to the gym and I get done working out, I'm going to make the post for it, man. Everybody's welcome. Everybody seems to want to chime in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have something to say. You know what I'm talking about? But niggas don't be wanting to tap in. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what I be, you know, man. Hey, man, listen, hey, it is what it is, man. But y'all know how we do it, man. We going to voice our opinions, man. Hey, listen here. I'm going to have my opinion. You better have yours. I'm going to have my opinion. You better have yours. We're talking about people in the pictures they paint to disguise the actuality of their in reality, right? Their actuality in reality. And y'all hear me break down reality all the time. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's go, man. I'm about to drop the link up here in about 30 minutes, too. Everybody's going to be welcome to come up. Let's go. Everybody wanted to chime in yesterday on the post, so y'all know how I do it. Whenever a post gets that much response, I absolutely must do a live stream, right? So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to say 2 p.m. 2 p.m. today, we're going to go in. We're going to have this discussion. And shout out to the homie Kev, man. My homie Kevin Jones sat up there and said, you know what, Verge, you need to sit up there and have a discussion about this because this is something that, you know, clearly due to the post, a lot of people can relate to. So we're going to have a discussion now. Hey, man, anybody that decides to tap in, I don't want this to turn into a air out personal business revealing I don't really care about y'all's personal business, to be honest with y'all. It ain't none of mine. I mind the business that pays me. I don't give a damn what y'all got going on in your personal life if you don't feel it's necessary for me to know, especially if I don't know you personally. I mean, I know that might sound crazy, but I promise you I don't care what y'all got going on. And that's something I want to speak on right there, y'all, man, right? And I want to touch on this too, because a lot of my fellow content creators, yeah, man, yeah, Uncle Diggity, man, yeah, man. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Start a whole bunch of other shit that I wasn't even privy to, that I didn't even know about. And I'm like, man, I got to do a whole show on this one, man. But listen, right? And I think a lot of people get this misconstrued, especially with us content creators. Mr. O, I'm pretty sure you can relate to this, right? And I'm going to drop the link here in 30 minutes, though. All right. Right. When it comes to being a content creator, a lot of people, well, let me say this. People put you in a certain category. And also we put ourselves in certain categories, which we should, right? Which we should. But you know what I'm saying? What happens that I've seen, and some of y'all probably have seen as well, is that people, and this is through the guise of anonymity, right? Under the guise of anonymity, people can live vicariously through internet personas, digital personas, or you hear me say residual self-image, right? And you know, through that, you know what I'm saying, people kind of you know what I'm saying, people can either use that as a basis to just be open, be vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, be transparent, you know what I'm saying, like a guy like myself, I cam up, you know what I'm saying, y'all can see me, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, like I don't come on here. Let me just say that people can live vicariously through their internet persona. They don't have to do this. They can just do this. And they can sit up here and talk crazy about people, talk about all this stuff they got going on, make it appear like they just doing this and doing that. But in all actuality, they're not, right? Now, we don't got to get into the details of the situation because this goes into different avenues. You know what I'm saying? You got people on here who perping like they getting all this money and they doing all this big baller stuff. They're not. You got people just perping like they're living a certain type of way as far as what their content is. As far as like you got guys out here talking about they players you ain't never heard or even seen abroad in the background with these dudes. Let me come back. I'm about to roll up. So I'm gonna turn the camera on. You never seen these. You never heard these. No chicks in the background or on camera. And not that I expect you to be a dude with the bras on camera on some fresh and fit type stuff, but y'all understand dudes are talking all this stuff about being players and chicks, but you don't hear chicks in the background. You can you know you don't see them out and about talking to chicks, amongst chicks, interacting. None of that. They don't even have chicks come on their platforms. Right? The dudes don't cam up, don't show y'all nothing or anything, right? I'm talking about them type of people, guys and chicks. You hear me? And what I'm saying is these are the same people that's sitting up here like they are the bastions, right, of morality or you know, or whatever it is they talking about. You know what I mean? Like, say, for instance, you got the people who come up here, sit here talking about this and that about single mothers. These are the same niggas who ain't got a broad. Don't get broads. Can't get a broad. Broads don't even like. You hear me? But they sit up here talking to y'all about the woes of interacting and engaging with single mothers. Ain't even got no kids. Not saying that you need kids to speak on experience and how, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, basically what I'm saying is people is portraying lies that they really ain't. Plant Poppy in the building was good. I'm about to drop the link, big bro. I'm about to drop the link in 24 minutes, and y'all gonna be able to come up and speak your piece. I'm gonna drop the link just like you did when you came on the show. Shout out to my big bro Plant Poppy in the building, y'all. Y'all remember when my man Plant Poppy came on the show? Drop them jewels on how to start your own garden and how to make your own compost and all that. We're going to get Big Bro back on the show. You feel me? A lot of people don't understand why Big Bro be so aggressive what he doing, man. We at a time where we can't be, I said, we ain't got time to bleed, man. You know? We'll get the Big Bro Plant Poppy 614 back on the situation, man. You remember when I hit you up not too long ago saying you need to get back on the show? You said you gotta wait till growing season is over with. Yeah, we are in dire straits, big bro. That's why I say I totally feel why you go so hard the way you do. That's the reason why I go hard the way I do. That's one of the main reasons why I rock with you, big bro. You know, we understand how serious the situation is. And it would behoove us, right? Or should I say, we would be remiss if we didn't act in an urgent way, right? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get Plant Poppy back on the show. We're going to drop the link here in about 22 minutes, big bro. Everybody who want to come in going to be able to speak on this, man. And you know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, y'all done dealt with these people before, man. You know what I'm talking about? These type people, man, that want to sit up here and be, you know what I'm saying, telling everybody this, or, rabble rousers. People always want to, you know what I'm saying, get in people's business and stuff. You know what I'm saying? People put on these shows and put on these facades like their life is just so lit, like everything is just so lit in their life, and actually their lives are in shambles. I'm talking about the lives are in shambles. You hear me? Putting on for the book, putting on for the gram. You know what I'm saying? And got the nerve to sit up here and try to take something personal. People see things posted on social engineering and take it personal. And when they take it personal, they be feeling the need, right? They be feeling the need, the desire to want to somehow make you look bad. Because how dare you say that? Who gives you the authority to say that? What gives you the authority to say that? How do you know that? I got this going on in my life, but you have this going on in your life, so you're not qualified to speak on that. But really what it is people envy you. They envy your ability to speak on things intelligently and critically. They envy your ability to have such an acute and articulate aspect and perspective and how to break things down, put them back together, and connect the dots on things. They're jealous that they can't do that. People are jealous that the knowledge, the wealth, the plethora of knowledge that you have in your possession was gotten by ways that they had to fight tooth and nail for, but it came easy to you. Right? And they want to paint this picture that somehow you're flawed in what you're saying because you're not at the degree of success that they think they are. Or they think that because they're at a certain level of perceived success, that their opinion or knowledge on things that you probably speak on trumps yours. Like I say, man, this shit got to be in you, not on you, man. Everybody don't know how to talk. When I say don't know how to talk, everybody don't know how to use their words, man, in an effective way. You know what I'm saying? Or peep this right here, right? Peep this. And this got to do with social engineering, right? You post something on social media. You're not directing it towards anybody, much like this post right here, right? And people get offended by it because they choose to. And in their offense of that, because it hits home, it hit a home nerve with them, right? That means they feel some type of way about what you're saying. And when it comes to people who you might know through proxy or personally, they really secretly feel some type of way towards you. Now, it could either be that they salty, jealous, envious that, they ain't charismatic, as magnetic as you, right? And they'll try to use what you saying as they'll make the things you say so offensive, they'll make them personal as an excuse to try to somehow ridicule you or expose you or make fun of you or paint you in a negative light to other people. Ain't no person more miserable than a person like that, right? Because it takes, for one, this is a feminine trait. So let's just, that's a feminine thing. But for to get offended or to take personal something you see posted on social engineering, right? That's an issue right there, y'all. That's serious right there. That's the issue in itself right there, right? But when it comes to somebody who you know personally, You see somebody who you know personally post something on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is, and you not only do you get offended by it, but you get offended to the point where you take it absolutely personal. This is a person that you know now. You could easily have got on the phone with this person and been like, listen, man, you know what I mean? I know you probably wasn't talking about me specifically, but hey, I felt some type of way about what you said or what you posted, man. You know what I'm saying? Won't you break that down and clarify for me a little bit? Because I'm feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? Instead of just being a man or a woman and doing that, people get offended. And because they're actually envious of you for whatever reason they are, coupled with the dissatisfaction with their own personal situation, to somehow, in an ill attempt to make themselves feel better about it, they feel the need to somehow expose you, make you look bad, paint you in a bad light. And it never works, right? It never works. Not in their favor anyway. And this is one of the things I said about people in the pictures they paint to disguise their actuality in reality, right? An attempt to assassinate my character only exposes your own. Right? In an attempt to assassinate my character, you will only expose your own. Right? Let's go. You know, it ain't none of my business. Y'all don't care what I got going on. It ain't none of y'all business. Right? And even if I told you the things that I do got going on, it ain't like anybody gonna help anyway. I'm not asking or looking for any. I just look nasty as hell. But, you know, we're going to have this discussion later on today, early this afternoon. I'll say around 2 p.m. We're going to get it going. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, you know, man. Put on your social media, man. Your social media. Hit that super. Let me just say this. Hit that super thanks. While I'm on the way to the gym, fully monetized over here. I'm chopping up with y'all about this, man. Hit that PayPal. Right. Show your love. Anybody that knows me, for real gaming info. You know one thing. You know a lot of things about me if you actually know me. One thing I absolutely do not do is sugarcoat shit. I'm an outright, straightforward, direct ass person. I don't have no respect of person, right? Understand having I don't have, when I say I don't have a respect of person, and I don't care who you are, your position, your title, who you might think you is, what you got going on, none of that. I don't care about none of that, right? It don't matter, right? But I definitely have respect for a person, which means I won't ever outright disrespect somebody or be on some bullshit. You know, we're going to get to it today. We're going to get to it today. I'm going to make the post while I'm up here at the gym, and we're going to sit up there. You understand me? We're going to go in at 2 p.m. today on YouTube. I keep telling y'all, man, fuck Facebook, man. You hear me? Now think about this when I say it, though, because, you know, I got the testicle for it, too, to say stuff like this. I use Facebook for what it's able to be used for. Let me stop it right there, y'all, man. And this is what I be talking about, right? Social engineering is not to be used as a tool or platform to vent your personal trauma. It's not what it was designed to do, right? It was actually designed to weaponize your trauma, but it wasn't supposed to be used as a place or a tool, a platform for you to go and just be digitally psychotic. But understand, right, that the unintelligent artificial intelligence is the digital holographic representation of psychotic behavior in its essence and its origin. That's another topic for another day, right? Let's go. Unlike a lot of y'all, I don't get emotionally involved with this shit. Right? A lot of y'all might want to take a page out of that book. You feel me? But you know, like I say, man, people like to paint pictures, man. And I'm like Vincent Van Gogh, and I could be painting a lot of pictures about a lot of people, man. But you know, I got too much things on my own plate to be focused on to be trying to do that. You feel me? And I said that to say this, man. I'm a very resourceful guy, y'all. You hear me? Like I do a lot of stuff. I'm talk to a lot of people. I do a lot of different things. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I'm in this independent media game real heavy, especially in my city, man. So I talk to a lot of people. A lot of things come across my desk. I know a lot of things about a lot of people, specifically in my city of Columbus, Ohio, that I should absolutely not know anything about, nor do I care to know about, right? And if I was a chatty patty ass, gossip girl, Kiki, and she and Fufu and ass and dude, right? I probably would have a lot more subscribers and be a little bit more popping on that side because I could just be talking about everybody's business, right? But that's very feminine. I'm a man. I'll leave that to women. I don't do tea. We don't sip tea over here unless it's green tea, and you never know I'm drinking unless I tell you. We don't sip tea. We don't gossip. We don't chatty patty. You know, we men over here. We don't, you know, we let you lame dudes and let y'all raws do that. You know, men, we doing discuss mentally things over here. You did. Oh, gee, what happened, man? You know, and yeah, man, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get in their feelings, man, you know, about this social engineering stuff, man. You feel me? And it takes a certain type of individual to be able to separate your emotions from yourself. Or should I say, set yourself from your emotions, man. And when you're dealing with this here social engineering, you cannot allow yourself to become emotionally attached. You cannot identify with it to the point where you get a sense of self from it. Because just like Trinity told Neo in the Matrix, social engineering cannot tell you who you are. Right? I got my own situation. And yeah, that let me speak on that too, man. Right? Guy, real men, you know, we ain't I don't, you know, and the reason why we don't get into the chatty patty stuff is because, you know, we here to drop game, man. We here to give information, like my man Sinful say, rest in essence, uncommon information. You hear me? Stuff you ain't gonna learn. You the knowledge they don't teach in college, like my brother Red Supreme TV1 and Red Supreme TV2 say. We don't. I mean, we use stats and all that because you know I'm a guy, but you know we got real life experience, so we can add a little bit more. You know, we can add a little bit more paint where it ain't, so to speak, versus going off of straight stats and empirical data. As my brother Sir Ism say, we go off of our manalytics, man, not just analytics. You need, you know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, man, I don't really too much care about nobody's business, man. You know what I'm talking about as far as personal, like people I know personally. And y'all got to be able to separate the difference, man, between especially us content creators, man. When we talk about the stuff we talk about, this is a business for one. Let me just remind y'all that. And two, it's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, being a chatty patty, right? And it's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, putting people up on game and, you know what I'm saying, sharing and exchanging information, right? I think a lot of y'all get that misconstrued and confused, man. You know what I'm talking about? So when we talk, what I say that to say, when I'm talking about this, like say for instance, I'm gonna use myself for example. When I talk about anything that I talk about over here, these things are public issues. These people are public people. They're not private people. They're public people, right? This means you are free and open to be scrutinized by the public. When you make yourself a public figure and decide that you want to be a content creator on YouTube, right? You leave yourself to scrutiny. What type of scrutiny? All scrutiny, which means you really don't have that much of a private life, especially that you don't choose to keep private, huh? And what I mean by that is your life is only private to the extent that you keep it that way. So a guy like me can let everybody know everything in the aspect of my life, but yet not know anything about me personally. So you would only know that if you have a personal relationship with me. Right? Like my man Leonidas said, and I said in his video, man, give them everything or take from them everything, but give them nothing while giving them everything. It's a fine art to be able to master, or should I say to get down pat, is to be able to expose so much of yourself by also being a very private person. Lots of people are very good at it. Lots of celebrities. Omar Epps is a champion at doing this, right? I myself am as well, right? So just keep that in mind, y'all. Let's go, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. We get into it. Today's topic of the show is people and the pictures they paint to disguise their actuality in reality. People out here living these fake lit lives like their life is just popping, like they just got so much going on in your life. It's terrible. You hear me? Life is terrible. You hear me? And like my man Sinful used to say, in reference to myself in any situations that this is referring or can or not say referring to me, but that I can relate to or have experienced, especially here recently. You should be talking about me. God damn it. Shout out to Sinful, man. I'm the best definition of importance, man. Rest in the essence to my brother Sinful, man. You should be talking about me, man. Y'all's little measly lives don't mean shit. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you got a big 10,000, 20,000 square foot villa. Huh? I don't care if your credit is $1 billion. Your life is still terrible and trash in comparison to mine. My shit is lit for real, man. It's popping, man. If I was homeless living on the street, I still would be the best definition of importance and should be what you're talking about. Most of y'all shouldn't be talking about yourself, which is why y'all don't, right? Because your life sucks. You know what I mean? And the only way some of y'all can get some type of satisfaction is to assassinate the character of someone else by painting a picture, right, of them to other people that will make you seem like you're in a, not so much as a greater light, but a more pure light. But when all, in essence, the people who be painting these pictures, their lives are horrible. They want to paint a picture of you because the actual picture of them is already just so ugly and disgusting. And they got to mask it with trying to make you seem like you are what they actually are. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all dudes be going up to these bras. Y'all not all of the passport bros, but some of the passport bros going on these trips to overseas countries, talking to pretty women, making it seem like they players. Nigga, the whole time you on a blade, bro. You think a real one can't tell you on a blade talking to prostitutes, man? You think a dude like me can't tell you talking to prostitutes, man? Huh? You know. People just be like I say, and it's a fine line, man. You gotta be able to make the differentiation and the separation, man. It's a difference between talking about public figures and what they got going on, and then especially via social engineering, social media. And then it's a whole nother issue to be talking about people who you know personally and the things that they got going on in their lives online, especially. Now that's terrible. I don't indulge in that. And that's one of the things that led to me doing this live stream is the reactions that I got from that post, because I was looking in that post and it was a lot of personal, there's a lot of subbing going on between people, and I wasn't even aware of all of these things going on, specifically amongst people that I know personally. But like I said, it's because I know you personally don't mean I know everything about you. I don't want there's certain things about people that I've known forever that I just absolutely do not want to know about you, man. You see out there with them prosthetics. You know what I'm saying? These dudes out there with props and shit, man. Y'all niggas perping, man. You hear me? I'm about to drop the link too, man. So y'all can come up and speak on this, man. You feel me? You know? And I say all that to say this, y'all, man. You know? And my brother Red speak on this all the time. If you're going to be a person on here talking about all this money you getting, man, you got to make sure, you know, talking about that you got, you know what I'm saying, your money right. You got to make sure your situation is right, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be on here talking about you got a lot of women, man, we got to see some of that, man. We got to see the women. You're going to talk about you got all these dudes. We got to see that, man. You got to show us that. You know, so you talk about you got all these investment properties and these businesses, man. We got to see that, man. You got to show us that, man. Right now, if you just a person on here just dropping jewels, giving information, giving up game or whatever it is you is, all we ask is that you be proficient in that. What you actually got going on in your personal life really ain't our business, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as your information match up what happens in actuality, reality, and it's something that we can use to actually improve our situations in actuality, you know, what you got going on in your personal life really ain't too much any of our business. And to be honest with you, we really don't want to know. We don't care. Right? Now, if you out here talking about some, you know what I'm saying, you know, like so many guys in the so-called manosphere, black manosphere, you know, somebody talking about, you know, don't mess with single moms and chicks over 25 is just useless or leftover, whatever you corny dudes be talking about. But in actuality, you got a baby mama who's 40 plus with kids from 2 other dudes. You know, that's a different situation, man. You feel me? But if you out here just giving up information, you know, putting people up on game about whatever it is you putting them up on game about, all we ask is that the information you give be accurate and you to be proficient and knowledgeable and experience what you talking about, your personal situation, your finances, your living situation, your finances. If you're on child support, you know, say how many times you've been to jail, all of that stuff don't matter. It's really none of our business. And all this doxing, putting people's business out there, you know, that's just corny. Right. And when and y'all have to be able to separate the difference, because the difference is when guys like me, guys like my brother Red, guys like my brother Mr. O, shout out to O'Shea's, people like that, you know, since Sir Ism, we speaking on public issues. We're speaking on things that are public. These are public figures, which means they're open to scrutinization from the public, which is us, me, and you. It is literally a whole entire business surrounded around these people, right? So y'all got to make the separation and the difference in that, man. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, get personal with stuff, man. You know, and I just think that's just crazy, man, because, you know, like I say, in your attempt to assassinate somebody's character because of you feeling some type of way, you're only exposing your own. Right? Tap in, walk with us, man. Listen to me, man. Y'all should be listening to me, man. Just in my own life that I need to focus on versus worrying about, you know, talking about trying to, you know what I'm saying? Link is in the chat. Paint a picture for somebody else. Right? And I know a lot of y'all non-critical thinking ass people out there say something like, well, Varys, he done said you be doing that. Man, we're talking about public figures. We're talking about business, man. We're talking about content, man. I don't get into any of y'all's personal stuff. These people are public figures. And I think a lot of y'all got this misconstrued, man. right? These people, these things are very public people and things that I speak on. You got to understand, when somebody is a public figure, when somebody is an athlete or an entertainer or a scholar or a leader in business, finance, industry, whatever it is, these people are public figures, which means privacy. And I've been telling y'all, privacy is a dead concept. Get rid of it. All right. Privacy is a forgotten concept. We have no more privacy. Y'all be doing yourself a favor if y'all accept and understand that. No more privacy. Right? So if you want to be a private person, I suggest you stay off of social engineering, or you really monitor and gauge how you engage with it. You hear me? And I stand on that. One thing, right? And this goes into people painting pictures though, right? Because when I say people paint pictures, I also mean we paint pictures of ourselves too, right? People paint pictures of us, but we also paint pictures of ourselves. And I think we need to be privy and aware of that, right? Image is everything. Rest in the essence to Kevin Samuels, man. Image is everything, y'all, in this reality especially. And if you don't control your image, somebody else will. So you make sure that when you're doing whatever it is you're doing, man, you can keep that in mind, man. Now keep in mind whenever it is you do what you do, especially digitally, holographically in these spaces, these social engineering spaces, you might want to take into consideration your image. You did. You know what I'm talking about? Right. Shout out to Kev. Rest in the essence to me, man. You know, clean up your language a little bit. Don't curse so much, man. Clean up the clothes a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the attire. You understand me? The content. You understand what I'm saying, man? Sit up there and you know what I mean? Tighten it up. You feel me? Get your graphics right. Get your audio right. You know what I'm saying? Make it look professional. You know what I'm saying? Make it look like something somebody should be paying attention to. You right. And then above all things, right, make sure you know what you're talking about. If you're going to be giving people financial advice, make sure you are very well versed and learned in financial things, and make sure your lifestyle is matching that. You know, you can't be giving out financial advice and you sitting up here, you know, I'm talking about sleeping on your girlfriend's. You say you sleeping on some fat girl couch, like my man Red say. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on some fat woman's in some fat woman's crib. You feel me? Or in somebody's garage or some shit like that. You can't be sitting here talking about being a Mac and a player and you ain't got no broads. You know? You can't be sitting here talking all this money talk, man, and it don't show. You see me, man? John J, my big bro John J in the building, man. I'm telling you, John J, man, I almost got a certain amount of bread saved up to where I'm about to come holler at you, man. So tell me where I can invest my bread, man. That phone call gonna be coming sooner than you think, brother. You feel me? You know what I mean? Shout out to the big homie John J in the building, man. If y'all need any game on some how to acquire real estate, man, how to diversify your funds, if you're interested in getting into the corporate medical field, man, holler at my guy. He can, man, give you all the game you need. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, it's time to boss up, man. You feel me? You know what I mean? My man John J came through with a contribution like he always do. You did? I see my man Trey finally sit up there and subscribe to the YouTube page. I've been knowing this with my brother Trey since we was in middle school. You hear me? I even offered for him and his beautiful wife to come on the show, man, to show y'all what a display of beautiful black love look like. You understand? My brother Trey been married to his wife for a nice amount of time, man. And, you know what I'm saying? They doing it real beautiful, man. It's just a beautiful thing, man. I think it would be a beautiful inspiration for and a little bit of motivation for y'all out there who still want to have wives and have families and build families, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow this social engineering so saying muddy the waters of your vision and thinking that all these bras is terrible. Most of them are, man, but you know what I'm saying? There's certain things you might have to do to go ahead and get that old wife. You know what I'm talking about? You might have to make some sacrifices in your life. You need to get the type of chick that you want as a wife, because most of these chicks out here, whoo, why they just ain't it. You hear me? They just ain't it. You understand me? Let's go. Y'all be killing me with this whole privacy thing, man. Y'all don't even be knowing how to protect y'all's own privacy. And yeah, when it comes to privacy, y'all, this is what I'm saying. As public figures, listen to me. I'm a public figure. I will be considered a public figure. I'm an independent business owner. You know what I'm talking about? Small business owner. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? And I'm in the media, man. You know what I'm talking about? I have a monetized page on YouTube where, you know what I'm saying, I do media. I do content, you know what I'm saying, with an independent media. I'm an independent citizen journalist. You know what I'm talking about? Ganged up individual. You know what I'm talking about? Real one from the turf of Columbus, Ohio. You understand me? North side, Nick. And that's what I do. You hear me? Right? But I know how to keep private things private, I know how to give nothing while taking everything, so to speak. You hear me? But of course, anything anybody wanted to know about me, all they would have to simply do is ask. Right? But y'all got to get rid of this idea of privacy. Right? Privacy is a long gone concept. Right? Anything you think you doing in private, trust me, is being monitored, surveilled, tracked, and traced. Please believe me. We got my man Plant Poppy in the building. Big bro, what's going on with you? How you doing?
Man, listen. Blessings. Bless up. Bless up. How y'all doing today, brothers?
Now, let me say this real quick, and I'm going to pass the mic to you, bro. Y'all remember when my brother Plant Poppy was on the show a few months back, bro? He dropped beautiful game. I got so many emails. You hear me, big bro, Clifton? I got so many emails. You hear me? People was like, when he coming back on the show, so they wanted to know if you was going to start creating some content as far as recipes or as far as showing like tutorials on like how to make the homemade.
I would love to. I would love to do a live cooking show with you, man. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know brothers be busy and stuff, but y'all just want to let you know. People was requesting, like, man, what happened to your man Plant Poppy? Plus other shows too,
right,
regarding to natural or eating or plant-based diets that I had since then too. It's just some of my people will be like, man, what's your man Plant Poppy, man? It's something he would know about. So, so I'm gonna fall back. And this my big bro right here, you know what I'm saying? I want you to go ahead and speak on this topic right here, man. The pictures, so people in the pictures they paint to disguise their actuality in reality.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
you hit the nail right on the head, because me and my brothers, we talk about this all the time.
Right.
And the one thing that we talk about is women not being who they say they are. And these people are painting this picture. Everybody is now living a green screen life. A lot of people living a green screen life, right?
I like that, Clifton. I like that green screen life. I'm going to have to use that, big bro.
They're living that green screen life, man. So they are truly living in a simulation. They have created a simulation on how they want to live or how they want to portray how they live, and that's what they're trying to act out. But their behaviors don't line up with that. And I say that to say I'm at peace. Well, why am I at peace? Because of my plants, right? So, but the way these people are, when you can tell their behaviors. I can tell their behaviors on how I interact with them. For instance, I had a woman this weekend that I've known since I was a child. I've known her for years. She's actually the best friend of my ex-wife. So now I'm at a birthday party. This woman walked past me and didn't recognize me because the last time she saw me, I weighed close to 300 pounds.
Right.
So when she came back in to say, oh my God, I didn't know that was you, she was at the party for about a half an hour. Well, she proceeded to ask me, "Are you sick, Lee? What's going on? You lost a lot. Where are you sick?" And immediately, I thought, "You're 5'2", 5'3". You weigh close to 200 pounds. You're a woman. You're the size of an NFL cornerback, right? But
Talk to
about a
him.
foot shorter. And you're asking me, am I sickly?" So then she
Yeah.
proceeded to go outside. I'm inside talking to my ex-brother-in-law. She's outside with all the other women, right? Well, my woman was out there. My current woman is out there, right? Now, mind you, the situation, my current woman, fiance, my ex-wife, all these other women. So she,
Playa,
so
playa.
listen, this woman, man, this woman was talking about me like a dog. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I can't believe you with him."
Talk
Right?
to him.
Man, she was talking about me like, I'm like, wait a minute, I've been divorced from we ain't been together 5, 6 years. Why is my name still in your mouth? Unless why are you talking about me? Unless you like me? Do you like me? Did you used to like me? Right?
Right.
But why is my name in your mouth? So now I say all this to say that a lot of men that have redeemed themselves are still mud out here in the eyes of a lot of our women. And unfortunately, there's a lot of brothers out here who are good men, but they've been labeled with this title based upon who they used to be. I don't even care who they may still be. But she was tearing me down from now, mind you, she's tearing me down based upon old behaviors or who she thought I used to be. We're at a 13-year-old birthday party. Brother Cliff, what are you saying? There's 6 or 7 other women there who should have been checking her. Like, sis, we had a 13-year-old birthday party. Why are you talking about this man? This man here with his woman. He's here supporting his daughter. Why are you? None of her other sisters checked her.
Exactly.
And me and my brothers, man, bro, you wrong, bro. Nah, bro, you out of pocket. We check one another. So now you fast forward, you look at this society that we're in. One of my taglines, Brother Virgil, is that I cook for women. On the surface, that sounds simple. Well, you cook for women, cook, good for you, pat yourself on the back. Well, if
Right.
I'm cooking for women, who cooking for the babies?
Exactly.
If I'm cooking for the women, who's cooking for the babies? So I'm gonna wrap all of this up right now. Right now, Brother Virgil, you know that we have a super moon right now, full moon, right?
Exactly.
There's a full moon. It's also called a blue moon. It happens twice a year. We know what effect the moon has on the water in the earth. The moon has an effect on the tides. The tides are controlled by the moon. Most people should know that, right? Most people know that high tide and low tide is controlled by the moon.
Right.
It's controlled by the moon. Well, the Nation of Islam teaches that the reason why that happens is because the moon was actually part of the earth one time, and it was separated by a high scientist, Asiatic scientist, who was upset about one thing or another. I don't want to get too deep in that, but he separated the earth by the moon from the moon with high explosives. Fast forward now, there are scientists now, white scientists, European scientists, scientists from NASA, who when they brought back moon rocks, they said it had, for some reason, it smelled like gunpowder. Then they also noticed that the craters on the moon look like the bottom of the ocean. Right? You and I may not be here when this news finally comes out, but they're going to admit that the moon was part of the ocean, part of the Earth at one time. Right? So the Pentagon has already admitted that we have aliens. Right? Which we've been visited by other beings. Right? The Nation of Islam teaches this. I say all this, Bro Cliff, what you talking about, man? When you contend with one part of the teachings, you have to look at all of the teachings. Brother Cliff, go back to the moon. Go back to the moon. Okay, so now the moon controls the water on the earth. The moon also controls parasites. Parasites are controlled by full moons. So, Brother Virgil, I want you to pay attention to the chaos that's going to take place not only in Central Ohio but all over this planet. No, I'm
Right.
sorry. Any place that you have a full moon, pay attention. Start researching. Every time we have a moon, watch the uptick in violence. You just seen the young men, the 13-year-old pop the 15-year-old this past weekend.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
The
Eastern,
girl,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
the young sister got popped by the cops. Right?
Like crazy.
Pay attention. You're going to start seeing an uptick in crimes. Just really pay attention to full moons. Pay attention. When you get off this podcast, you go look up what effect what effect does the full moon have on parasites?
Yeah,
And when you go down this rabbit hole, man, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Parasites are real, brother. Parasites are real. You ever bought some fruit from the store and you take it inside the house, you wake up the next morning, where all these damn fruit flies come from?
Yeah.
They are inside the fruit. So if they're inside the fruit, they're inside the meat. If they're inside the meat, they're inside of us. A lot of these things that we can't explain, why are they doing that? Why is this happening? It's parasites, brother. The parasites are marionettes and we're puppets.
Yeah, I speak for. I done spoke this before
Yeah,
though.
I know you have. I know you have. I know you have. I know you have.
And I just sit here and told y'all about this. Listen, what my brother's talking about is
I know you have. So now
when
I'm
I talk
tying it in.
about
Now I'm bringing the rest of the science into you. The moon controls the parasites are much more active when you have a full moon.
Right.
And the folks that are full of these parasites, man, that have evil intentions, they will act out during full moons to the fullest capacity.
Oh, for sure.
So I say all that to say, pay attention to your surroundings during full moons. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. That's all I'm gonna say. Just keep your head on the swivel, brother. I really like your podcast and how it's growing, man. You're starting to attract a diverse crowd, and keep doing what you're doing, because when we think people ain't watching, they're
Right.
watching. They're watching.
Oh, for sure.
They're watching. Sure. They may pop in, they may pop out, right? But they're watching. You're growing, man. You're growing. Your podcast is growing, man. And I really love how you're. I'm watching you really, actually, literally grow up. You know what I'm saying? Your podcast is maturing.
Yeah.
It's maturing. It's going from when you started out, it was grape juice, apple
Right.
juice, and then you turn it into fine wine.
Wow,
You turn it into wine. You turn this juice into wine, man. So I appreciate you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. But I definitely want to get on there and start doing some live cooking demonstrations, because we need help, man. No one understands how important food is. Like when people see me going hard, they're like, "Oh, here go the crazy vegan. Here we go.
Here go Cliff.
Here we go. Yeah,
here
we go. Yeah, here we
I'm
go.
with you 100%, bro.
Here we go again. But people don't. If you get a organ transplant, right? You're on anti-rejection meds for the rest of your life, because your body's always going to be fighting, trying to reject that organ. When you eat meat, it's the same thing. When you eat dead flesh from another animal, it's the same thing. It's a foreign substance. Your body recognizes it as a foreign substance, and your body's fighting against it. So when you drink that milk or that dairy, and you get the bubble guts, or you get the burping or belching, or you got to go to the bathroom immediately, that's your body responding immediately. Your body's telling you this is a foreign substance. No. So, but the issue is we're addicted to it because they make the stuff taste good. They got full-time food scientists who all they do 24/7. They're trying to make the Dorito taste better. They're trying to make the Snickers taste better. They're trying to make everything taste better. So keep doing what you're doing, brother Virgil.
Back on the show. Listen, this is what we're gonna do, baby. I'm gonna holler at you behind the scenes. We can put you on the show because we're gonna do a little bit more depth in this. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, I just spoken this periodically, but we gotta go a little bit more in depth. And you know what I'm saying, and it comes to having, you know what I'm saying, a plant-based diet is the only way to go for real, because you know what I'm saying, you know, it's a serious situation with the parasites, man. And I done touched on that. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta go in, and I want to expound on that on a different show. So you know, I'll get with you, big bro. Thank you for coming on the show. Man, I appreciate all the accolades. Listen, I do this for y'all, man. When I created this show, man.
Last word. Sugar is a neurotoxin. Sugar is a neurotoxin more powerful than cocaine, more addictive than cocaine and heroin put together.
Oh, yeah, sugar.
Remember that, people.
It's a hell of a drug.
All right, man.
All right, there, big bro.
Bless up.
All right. My man Plant Poppy in the building, man. Hey, what he was talking about, y'all. Remember, just try to recollect real quick. You feel me? When y'all hear me talk about neuroparasitology. You hear me? Y'all hear me talk about neuroparasitology. I know y'all hear me mention that before, right? And that's what we talking about with these parasites in our food, man. Remember I did the show about the one TV show called, I think it's called The Last of Us, where the cordyceps invasion happened and people started catching fungal invasions from cordyceps. Cordyceps are in our food supply. Heavy. You hear me, man? But yeah, though, man, shout out to my man Plant Poppy, man. We're going to get the big homie back on the show, man. You did. Tap in and walk with us. Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, man. You did.
Right.
I see the H loss in the building.
Like I say, me, for instance. See, I know how to protect
myself. That Val?
I could be open. You know what I'm saying? In the words of my brother Leonidas, man, give them everything, take from them, you know what I'm saying? Give them nothing, but take from them everything. You feel me? A lot of y'all be doing yourself a favor if y'all understood that concept, man. Everybody try to race you, big beard bitch. You niggas be thinking nigga try to race with y'all or something. What's up, Jessica? What's up, Renata? You hear me? Oh, we gonna get to it today. And all y'all nosy asses can chime in and tap in, because I know everybody is addicted to other people's drama / trauma, right? And I don't call that sick because, I guess you could say it's normal human behavior, right? Or should I say accepted?
Yeah, I gotta say not normal, but accepted. You hear me? It's accepted human behavior. I'll say that.
Human behavior, right? And people like to paint pictures. If anybody knows this, it's me, right? Right, but see, the difference between me and a lot of y'all is when I paint my pictures, oh, that shit gonna matter. That shit gonna sting, and it's gonna be actual factual. Because most of y'all not good with words like how I am, right? I don't have to get personal and get into your personal history and do all that. I will just verbally eviscerate you with the things that you publicly tell us about you, right? But we're going to get to it because, like I said, people like to paint pictures. People like to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not like I say, I don't do character assassination, right? I'm not into making attempts to expose somebody's character or make them look bad. You know, I got way much more important shit to focus on than that.
Right. And that's just what I was just talking about right there, man. Right. You know, this is something I noticed a lot amongst a lot of people, man. You know, and I always have to refer back to myself because I have to personalize it for myself. And when I'm speaking, you know, I mean, I can speak on it in generally, but I'm gonna speak on it personally because, you know what I'm saying, I have to, you know, stand account and use I statements. You know what I'm saying? Get into the habit of using I statements. You know. Let's go back and listen to this a little bit more. All right, let's go.
Right? Cherry Clark. But we're gonna get to it because, like I said, people like to paint pictures. People like to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not like I say, I don't do character assassination.
Don't need to. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't do character assassination, man. Like I say, I'm a content creator, man. I speak on things that are public information, accessible information. That means everything. That means people, places, things, events, situations, organizations, all of it, man. Right? All of it. And I'm totally unbiased when I do it. Everyone can get it equally, including me. Right? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Right?
Ain't no need for me to assassinate nobody's character. Most of the people who I speak on who are public figures, they do a pretty good job of doing that themselves. Right? you know? And this is what I be talking about by idolizing. This is idolatry, man. Y'all get so personally connected and attached to these people, these so-called celebrities and public figures. Y'all get so identified with them as if they are you or someone you know. And to be offended upon their behalf is kind of like, you know, that's just like an issue. That's like a mental issue there. Especially if it's with someone who you actually know. Right? You're going to have feelings towards someone you actually know based on their opinion, based off of actual reality and facts about somebody who you identify with that's a celebrity, whether it be a rapper, an athlete, entertainer, politician, business owner, whatever it is. That's crazy. Right?
I'm not into making attempts to expose somebody's character or make them look bad.
Right. I'm not in the slander business. I'm not in the business of character assassination. I'm not in the business of making people look bad. I'm not in the business of like I say, chatty patty gossip. Leave that to you sassy ass dudes and the bra and the chicks. Excuse me, the chicks, the ladies. Chicks. All right. We talk about real things over here, man. Real issues, real discussions, man. I'll leave all that other stuff to everybody else, man. You know? We don't need to engage in the assassination of anyone's character personally. Right? Now, what we will do is we will speak on the facts regarding a person personally, especially if you're a public figure. Right? But I don't do all that getting into, you know, what you got going on in your personal life as far as your family or your job or your money or none of that. You know, I don't care about any of that. You know, so we don't do none of that doxing stuff over here. I don't care how much money you got, or I don't care about where you live or none of that. That's none of my business. I don't care. I don't want to know. It really don't matter to me. Right? And that's what's wrong with a lot of y'all, man. Y'all be worried about the wrong things, man. You feel me? And be getting things mixed up. And then y'all take personal offense when people speak on public issues and public figures. And that is psychotic, to say the least. That's a very different situation right there. To be offended on the behalf of other people, that's a different level of psychopathy right there, man. You hear me?
Yeah, I got way much more important.
And don't get having compassion for other people confused with being offended for them. Not the same thing.
Shit to focus on than that, right? Cherry Clark, what's up, baby? I got way more things to focus my energy and time on than to try to make any of you motherfuckers look bad.
As
right? Like my own shit. Don't misconstrue what I do with how I live, motherfucker. Right? I'm not the end all be all. I'm not perfect and I don't know everything, man. Understand what I do is a business. I speak on issues that affect us all. I noticed that too, Renata, man. Sometimes you gotta unplug, man. You know? Sometimes you gotta unplug, man.
Notice what I just said, man. Notice what I just said, man. It's things that affects us all. I don't speak on people who I know personally. I'm not speaking to people who I know personally, individually. Like I said, a lot of people I know personally, I know absolutely nothing about what goes on in their life. Don't want to know. Simply because it's none of my business. Right? I know what I need to know about the people I know personally, especially if I don't interact with them on a daily basis or do business with them. I don't feel the need for me to know anything about what you got going on in your life if that's not the situation between us, even if I do know you personally. Right? But I noticed this thing on social engineering where people feel the need to air people's personal things out. And I've come to the conclusion, shout out to my brother Red Supreme, when he spoke on this too, right? Is everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Everybody thinks they're lit. Everybody thinks they are a public figure. And to some degree, y'all, we all are via social engineering. We talking about people and the pictures they paint to disguise the actuality in reality, their actuality in reality. I wonder how many of y'all caught that title, right? Peep game, man. Tap in, man. And I do it all the time. But see, this is the thing, right? You have to be able to gauge and monitor how often, how much you interact with this. And that's a fact, y'all. I say this all the time, man. Right? My man Chris Norwood in the building. What happening, Joe? What happening, Jack? Brethren, my brother. And that's it, though, man. You feel me? And listen, though, y'all. Listen. And I'm glad Chris said that. Listen, man. As long as you, and this is what I'm saying, man. This is why it's just good to be honest, man. If you just coming on and you just giving information, you chopping it up and you keeping it, there's no need for us to really know about anything in your personal life. You understand what I'm saying? But if you on here doing a certain type of content and talking about how people look and, you know, putting it out there like, you know, you just living this lit life and this just popping and you this, then you got this money and this and that, you got to show us something, man. Right? You got to show us something. You know, but if you just, you know what I'm saying, like say if you just, we don't really need to see what you look like if you just out here giving out game and information and, you know, you being fair and honest in what you do and then able to show your credentials and stuff. And then not only that, as a result of people listening to that, they applying it in their life and they're being successful, we would not ever need to know what you look like. But when you get to sit here talking about people, talking heavy, putting on, flossing, you know, I personally don't want to. I personally don't want to know nothing about none of y'all if I don't interact with y'all personally. If I don't plan on doing business with you, or we ain't building a bond or relationship, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care about what's going on in your personal life, man. You hear me? It ain't none of my business. I don't want to know. But somehow, a guy like me, I always end up finding out about people and things that I really don't really arduously seek out. Sometimes I don't even be wanting to know. Most of the times I don't. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's all being done to desensitize us and preemptively program us, y'all, to be perceptually prepared to be synced and linked to the metaverse. I keep telling y'all what this is all about. Why you think they're allowing feelings to trump facts and rationality? In the metaverse, rationality ain't going to have no validity or no nothing. It's going to be all about how you feel because you're going to be able to literally do and be whoever you want. You want to be able to feel however you want to feel. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do. If you're an actual real male in real life, you can go be a woman digitally holographically in the metaverse. Or you can be a monster. You can be a action figure. You can be your favorite X-Men character. You understand where I'm going with this? And this is what the whole idea of breaking the psyche up via social engineering, by giving people super inflated senses of themselves. Rarely do you meet somebody online nowadays and their actuality matches the reality of them. Do you understand why I named the show People and the Pictures They Paint to Disguise Their Actuality in Reality? Notice how reality is broken up, but actuality isn't. Huh? The link is in the chat if y'all want to come up. Tap in, walk with me, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that super chat, man. Become a member. I'm putting together a membership exclusive package for y'all, man. It's going to be uploaded this weekend. I'm going to get to it this weekend. I got to work Friday night, so we ain't going to have no Friday night wrap up. I'm going to do something early Friday afternoon, but I got to work Friday evening. But Saturday, I'm going to get to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to put together the membership package, the exclusive perks for y'all. So go ahead and hit that membership, man. I keep trying to tell them, Chris, man. Shout out to my brother Chris Norwood, man. My brother from the land, man, from the 216, man. You know what I'm talking about? Facts. People been in the metaverse without, don't even know it, don't even realize it, Chris. Even when it was revealed, most still didn't make the connection. Exactly. And I keep telling y'all, man, all of this stuff we doing on social engineering. That's why I call it social engineering. Y'all probably think I'm saying that just to be like slick or something, indifferent, and to some degrees I am. But I also doing that to let y'all know that no, this is social engineering. And we are being socially engineered perceptually to be prepared perceptually to interact with the metaverse. We're already interacting with each other digitally right now. We're literally doing it right now. So how many of us are going to sign up when they say, hey, man, human brain computer interfacing? You can literally go to the metaverse and be who you want to be, do what you want to do, feel how you want to feel, and allow them to be able to accumulate financial gain and wealth within this construct. You already know, man, Chris Norwood, and to keep it all the way home, that's not my term that I came up with, but that's a term that y'all hear me use a lot. Instead of calling it social media, call it what it is. Social engineering disguised as media. Now, who and what is media? Who is media? Media. Who is media? Medium. Mediocre or medi. Half. Right? Or media. Medium. Media is the Gorgon was a, media was a Greek demon goddess. Right? Who performed illusions and tricks. You hear me? How many of y'all knew that? She was a cousin of Medusa, who was a Gorgon, Grigori demons. Media, notice in especially Southern Black culture, we call our grandmothers Medea. Tyler Perry has a character called Medea, spelled M-E-D-E-A, fashioned after the demon great goddess of the same spelling and name, M-E-D-E-A, Medea, who was a Gorgon demon goddess who used illusions and trickery to fool specifically men. What y'all know about that? And here we have all these years later, the media, mainstream, what I call lamestream media. Right? So you got to think of the nature of the machine within which we are interacting. Social engineering, right? But that's the illest part about it, y'all, is nothing social about it. If everybody is convening and interacting and congregating with these other digitally, holographically on platforms like YouTube, much like what we're doing now, what's so social about that? Notice how they're changing up what these words mean. Now, when it comes to painting pictures to disguise your actuality and reality, think of the metaverse as another reality, but not actuality. You can be who you want to be already now in our society now, and so they're being it made to be felt or thought that it can be. You can be literally who you want. If you're a little boy, you can be a girl. If you're a girl, you can be a little boy. You're a grown man, you can turn into a grown woman, and so forth. Understand how the things in society are perceptually preparing us to be synced and linked to the smart grid, or should I say be synced and linked to the metaverse via the smart grid. Same stuff I've been talking to y'all about forever, right? And when you think about how this plays out in our society, just look at social engineering. Look at how people have over super inflated senses of themselves. Look at the various platforms we have of so-called social media, social engineering. Right? Look how it's destroying relationships. Exactly, man. This thing spans a vast array of topics and situations, man. Right? You know, and now we've been given these digital paintbrushes to paint pictures of other people and of ourselves, most of whom which we don't really know, including ourselves. Ask most people to tell you something about themselves. We're like, tell me who you are. They're going to start to tell you everything about what they are and tell you nothing about who they are. You know? And a lot of people identify with trauma, which is why it's so addictive and so profitable, specifically right here on YouTube. All right? You know? Y'all hear me talk about reality. Y'all notice the way I say reality versus actuality. Right? You know, in actuality, most people are not satisfied with themselves to some extent. But in reality, specifically and especially through social engineering or social media, right? You can be whoever you want to be. Now, that's all good. We still going in, bro. You hear me? You know what I mean? And I just want to encourage y'all, man, to unplug every now and again. And if you aspire to be a content creator, really do some research, some due diligence into what social engineering is, social media is, unintelligent artificial intelligence is. Understand the nature of the machine with which you are interacting with and giving so much of your time and energy to. Because like you learning it, it's learning you. The thing is, who's going to be out thought? Who's going to outthink who? Right? My man Chris Norwood said, facts. People will get offended if you ask them, who are you? They don't know. They'll bring up their job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll tell you where they work. They'll tell you where they went to school. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? They ask somebody, they're like, oh, you know, man, I went to school. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell most people just they'll say I'm black. They say, I'm a black guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm American. You know, I went to school here. I got this degree. I'm a PhD. No, I didn't say what you are. I didn't say what you do. I said, who are you? Tell me who you are. Just goes to show that a lot of people don't really know who they are. They think they know who they are. They know what they are. They really don't even know what they are. A lot of people don't even understand it's the difference between who they are and what they are. They think it's the same thing. My man Uncle D said, I wanted to pull up for this one, but had to, man, it's all good, brother. We still here, man. All right. Social media plays on people's fantasies. Want you to make fantasy your new reality. Yes. And that's what I keep telling y'all. This is why all this stuff, this is why we're being bombarded with all of this imagery. We're being bombarded with all of this, you know what I'm saying? All of these concepts, these ideals, ideologies. You hear me? All these new age concepts, polyamorism. I'm talking about, we're talking about human brain computer interfacing. We're talking about pedophilia, you know what I'm saying? Legalized pedophilia. We're talking about sexualization on all levels, maximum sexualization. They want us to be primed and prepped to be synced and linked to the metaverse. It's coming. It's already here. I got a glimpse of it about a week or so ago when I was when I was working down here at Mercuricon, right, which was a miniature anime convention that they have here in the city that a lot of y'all probably don't know about unless you were just a complete nerd and you know about stuff like that. There was stuff going on there, but I've seen how they got the virtuality games on display, and I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all hey, remember when I was in Ohio Media School and I did the mobile media piece on the augmented reality technology in the paint artwork downtown, or should I say, you could say downtown in Italian Village in the short north, with the artwork down there. It's on like 6 buildings down, like 4 or 5 buildings downtown where they got the augmented reality art. Yeah, man, and that's what I'm telling, man. That's the type of stuff I'm about to have a whole show to that, y'all. Putting y'all up on game. Me and my girl Yabi, we about to have a show next Thursday. It's gonna be the first episode, putting y'all up on game on financial literacy, on all type of everything techie, you know what I'm saying, with finances and going into the new system, you know what I'm saying, NFTs. We're gonna talk about all of that, man. For y'all that don't know, non-fungible tokens, you know what I'm talking about. My man Tory Lanez, man. I'm thinking, hey Chris, man, I'm thinking I should do another show on old Daystar, man. I want to do another show on old Daystar, man, because you know I want to put a little bit more shining of the light on what I believe and think was the real situation. My man Daystar Peterson was railroaded, man. You hear me? That boy did something that the people running the music industry do not want us to be aware of, man. You hear me? So, you know, I think I might sit up there and go in on that though. But yeah, though, man. We about to diversify the content over here, y'all, man. I'm telling you, about to switch it up a little bit. We about to have shows, you know what I'm saying? And we about to chop it up, man. Me and my girl Yabi next Thursday is going to be the first episode. We're going to have it at my sis Valence, the H Law, my brother Court, my sis Valen. They got the H Lofts. We're going to have it at the H Lofts. You know what I'm talking about? Me and my girl Yabi, we're going to chop it up. We're going to be putting you up on game about this financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? How to diversify your funds, make the most out of your money, even if you are working at a job right now. How to invest your money, how to open up different type of accounts, and how to save your money and invest and all of that stuff. Oh, realistic, real world, real time. Catching up with the times, how to use the technology that's available now to help you to do this as we go into this new system that I'm talking about. Me and y'all be about to, it's gonna be fire. You feel me? It's gonna be fire, y'all. The first episode next Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we're gonna do it, man, Chris, bro. We're gonna make it happen, man. I already talked to my girl Yabi, man. You know, so I already talked to Val. Val just was in the comment section not too long ago. Y'all see the H loss was in here. You know, my sis Val was in here earlier. You did. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna make that happen, man. We networking, making it happen, man. You know what I'm talking about? But when it comes to pictures, people in the pictures they paint, man, this thing goes deep, man. It goes a little bit more, you know, man, deeper than just, you know, personal issues, man. That's why I don't talk about, I mean, just for one, because it's just some sucker shit to do. And like I said, I'm not no chatty patty, man. Like I said, I speak on public things. I don't speak on personal things, man. You know, and I don't make personal things public amongst people I know. I just think that's corny and lame. I just think, you know, and you know, when it comes to social engineering, it's been designed to do just that, to give everybody a super inflated sense of themselves. Because would y'all agree with me if you, in order to thrive in an environment like the metaverse, wouldn't you need to already have a super inflated sense of yourself? Just think if you could actually in some way manifest every you can manifest overly superly inflated senses of yourself that you have. And let's say you just felt like you were the most beautiful or whatever, rich or whatever in the metaverse, you could possibly potentially make that happen. Right? My bro Chris Norwood came through with the 20-piece on the super chat, you know, I'm talking back. Showing that love, you know what I'm saying, that support like real ones are supposed to, man. You did. Let's get to this, man.
If you're going to be a person who's in the media like me, a content creator, you have to also monitor within being in this business, this industry. You have to also monitor how much you interact and engage. You gotta do some strengthening, some maintenance, if you would.
You already know, Chris, bro.
Which comes into part of informing yourself on what this is. I often ask y'all throughout the years since I've been home, how many of y'all know what this is? And when I say that, how many of y'all actually know or even ask yourself, what is social media, social engineering? Not you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you know, communication via, you know, devices and all that. But how many of y'all actually ask yourself or ask the question, what is it?
Has anybody ever asked themselves that question? I wonder. You did like what is it? Huh? Now think about that question, man. Huh? Now, if you got real critical thinking skills, man, right, and you tap in with me, right, you already know what movie I'm thinking about right now, too. You feel me? It's the question that drives us. You hear me? What is it? All right. It's the question, Neo. It's the question that brought you here. All right. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? It's the question that drives us, right?
Yeah. Sure. I'll go.
Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. We break down things over here at Real Talk, man. We talk about real things, real issues, real talk. I'm your brother, Virgil Beard, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. You did.
Hello, Neil.
How do you know that name? I know a lot about you. Who are you? My name is Trinity. Trinity. The Trinity? That cracked the IRS base. That was a long time ago. Jesus. What? I just thought, you're a guy. Most guys do. I was on my computer. How did you do that? Right now, all I can tell you is that you're in danger. I brought you here to warn you. What? They're watching you, Neil. Who is? Please just listen. I know why you're here, Neil. I know what you've been doing. I know why you hardly sleep. Why you live alone and why night after night you sit at your computer. You're looking for him. I know because I was once looking for the same thing. And when he found me, he told me I wasn't really looking for him. I was looking for an answer. It's the question that drives us here. It's the question that brought you here. You know the question, just as I did. What is the matrix? The answer is up there, Nina. It's looking for you. And it will find you if you want it to.
Huh? That's a dope ass scene in that movie, man. The beat came on like and it woke up his alarm clock. That movie was a dope shot movie. You hear me? You know, the answers are out there, man. I don't know if they looking for you though, man. You know, but they out there. You know, seek and ye shall find. It's the question. How many of y'all ever asked yourself the question, what is it? What is the matrix? What is unintelligent artificial intelligence? You know, and I like to think that listening and watching my content, supporting it as well, you'll get a good over, inner, outer, extra understanding of that. Tapping in and walking with me. You know,
A lot of us think we know what it is, but we really don't. Right? No, it's definitely necessary. Right? Exactly. And I'm telling y'all, man, this social engineering, social media is perceptually preparing us for the metaverse. Because in the metaverse, you're going to be able to do whatever you feel, however you feel, whenever you feel. This is why it's such an emphasis on feelings. And when I don't feel, you even hear men nowadays when they talk, well, I feel like men don't just, man, we don't talk about how the fuck we feel when we talking about important shit, man.
right? Men, we don't make decisions based on how we feel. When it's a circle of bosses, rest in the essence to my brother Mooch, man. When it's a circle of bosses having a round table discussion, a boss business, there are no emotions involved at that table. Or there shouldn't be. We're here to discuss business. Feelings ain't got nothing to do with business or how we run the structure of whatever we got going on. Right? Emotions have no place. They really don't have a place. Not even like on the aesthetics, but like physics. Like they don't, you know, when you're emotional, you don't make good decisions. That's why, you know, business ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. That's why business don't care how you feel. But we're being made to focus on feelings because when we're in an emotional state, when you're in an emotional state, you can be better controlled and manipulated. Right? So understand that though, man. Y'all right? Tap in, walk with me, man. You hear me? Appreciate all the support, man. You already know what it is, man. You know, stop painting pictures of people, man. Right? Because you feeling some type of way personally about your own situation, man. You know, ask yourself, why am I getting pleasure or perceived pleasure out of somebody else's perceived misery? Why do I feel the need to expose somebody's personal business based on something that they said that wasn't actually directed towards me? I mean, they didn't even mention me in it. Why do you feel the need to be involved in other people's personal business? And then add social engineering into that. What's the whole thing with bringing these things on the social engineering? This whole expose people. I want to expose you. I want to expose you. Right. Now, when somebody is doing something that's criminal, highly, you know what I'm saying, unethical, then yes, they should be exposed. As far, you know, people scamming people out of money, you know, people taking people up top for their bread by selling them false information or false hopes of certain things through, you know, whatever scam it could possibly be, then yes, they need to be exposed. Right? But all of this getting into back and forth spats via social engineering, whatever platform you use, let's just use YouTube for one, going on these panels, getting into arguments with people, doxing people, finding out personal information about it, airing it out. It's just terrible, man. It's just horrible, man. Right? Yeah, man, we don't get that luxury, man. We express our feelings to our closest homies, to our girls, the women in our life, our moms if they're around, our family, close friends, loved ones. And even they don't really care about how we feel to an extent. But outside of that, you know, especially as men, man, we can't even afford to be emotional, man. It's just not conducive to being a man. A man who's led by how he feels is not a man. You might as well be a broad, man. Because anytime you making decisions based on how you feel, you're going to probably almost 9 times out of 10 make a very bad decision. This is why it's brothers like me, brothers like my brother Red Supreme, brothers like my brother Mr. O, brothers like my brother Sir Ism, out here putting y'all brothers up on game on how to conduct ourselves as men, emotionally intact. Get your manalytics together, like my brother Sir Ism say. When it comes to your manalytics, that means having your emotional state in check as a man. And I ain't gonna lie to you, as a man, it can be difficult. It is difficult. It ain't easy. You think I don't be wanting to slap fire out of somebody every now and again, man? Huh? You think I don't want to slap fire out of people every now and again? But you can't do that as a man. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but you gotta be willing to deal with whatever consequences you will experience as a result of doing what you feel. Right? You better make sure you prepare to handle everything that comes along with doing what you feel. Right? So stop painting pictures, man. Intentionally. You know, out there, you know, want to expose something. I notice a lot of you niggas want to expose somebody, man. That's just so feminine to me, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some information about this nigga, and I'm gonna go find this out about this dude, and I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. I'm gonna do a YouTube stream on it for 4 hours. Whole time life is in shambles. You hear me, man? Life in shambles. Putting all this effort and energy to make people or manipulate or entice people or get people to look at somebody or something in a certain light or aspect. Whole time your life is just in shambles. And like I said, man, you should be talking about me, man. Right? Why would you talk about you? Your life sucks. Mine doesn't. Right? Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. OG, man. You know, you be better off putting that energy into yourself, man. You know, you just be better off doing that, man. You know? You know? Sit up there worry about what other people doing, man. Putting other people's business out there, man. Doxing people. Finding out people's personal business and, you know, putting it on social media. You know, involving yourself in the business that is none of yours, ain't got nothing to do with you for whatever reason you're doing it for. You know, just stop, man. You know, pay attention to the people that is involved in your circles, man. Look at the common denominators in any situation that you involve with, right? And if those common denominators, when you look at them and you witness them and you recognize them and you shine a light on them and then you look at it, you know, you analyze it, right? If you see that there's a common denominator involved with a lot of effery, right? Then you know who you need not interact with, right? But like I say, when you're a naturally charismatic, magnetic person, man, people who try to be but are not, for some reason, even if they know you, they may even be jealous of you, right? And the best way they could try to make themselves feel a little bit better is to make you feel worse or to minimize you in any way, right? This happens to me all the time, right? Because people who have low self-esteem and think less of themselves, for some reason, when they see people, especially people they know personally, who don't have low self-esteem, no matter what situation they may be in, right? Which really shouldn't matter, you know, what situation you're in shouldn't have an effect on this, how you feel about yourself or what you think about yourself. I don't think so anyway, right? You know, people can't handle that, man. You know, they think that you have to have a certain type of status or be living a certain type of way or be doing certain type of things, you know what I'm saying, in order to have the intellect the match. Right? Y'all don't understand that the people who got the most shit be the most stupidest people. They be the dumbest people. You know? Y'all pay attention to that? All right. That's something y'all notice, man. Shout out to my homie Chris Norwood in the building, OG in the building, everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all coming out. We about to get up out of here. My man Red Supreme TV1 about to go live again, if I ain't mistaken. You feel what I'm saying, though, Chris, man? You know I ain't going to sit here and tell y'all no lies, man. You feel me? My man Red Supreme TV1 about to go in about 10 minutes. My fault, about 1 minute. Y'all go over there, check out my brother Red Supreme TV1, man. Tap in, subscribe to the brother. My brother Mr. O, go subscribe to him. My brother Sir Ism, go subscribe to him. You dig? My brother Knowledge God 13 TV, be on the lookout for that collabo between me and my brother Knowledge God TV or Knowledge God 13 TV. We're going to have a nice build session. You dig? Y'all go subscribe to my brother Knowledge God 13 TV. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate that, Chris. You already know, man. We're going to link up too one of these days eventually, man. I'm going to go, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put something together, man. I had a real ones meetup session, man, for real, man. You did. We grinding and growing. Shout out to my brother Plant Poppy 614. He definitely gonna come back on the show because we got to get to the meat and potatoes of this neuroparasitology, huh? Neuroplasticity and neuroparasitology. Y'all recall when y'all hear me speak on neuroparasitology and neuroplasticity? Yeah, man. I know a lot of y'all was listening to my brother playing Poppy. He was like kind of like maybe went over y'all's head a little bit, but we are being. I told y'all we being made to consume ourselves, man. I'm telling you, when I make this book, when I finish this book, the Ouroboros Agenda, man, it's gonna be fire, and I'm gonna self-publish it. Already been talking to my peoples. We good to go. Ain't got to worry about pushing up books or none of that. We good to go. Yeah, man. Neuroparasitology, training the nervous system via the nerves through introducing parasites into the nervous system, right? By way of consumption of food and water, and even breathing in the air we breathe, to the point to where these parasites are having effects on how we think. Think of the TV show called The Last of Us. Right? I did a show on this, man, already. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing your social engineering. You know what I'm saying? Hit that super chat, hit that cash app, hit that PayPal, hit that all of that, man. Hit that super gift, all of that, man. Become a member. This Saturday, I'm putting together the members package, the membership perks. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive content. We about to get the Patreon lit up. We're going to have some exclusive content. We about to start recording this music, you did? Yeah. Before a show was a video game, yeah. I did a show on it not too long ago, too. I did a whole show on it. You know what I'm saying? My brother Red live right now, man. Y'all go tap in with my brother Red. Appreciate everybody tapping in with the real ones. Listen, y'all, man. We got to support the real ones, man. All those real ones giving y'all real game, real info, unbiased, fair, coming up, showing y'all who we are, where we at, how we live, all of that, man. Y'all know every time we go live, we live in the basement. I show y'all we here. Lights, camera, action. We're going to be in the H-Lofts next week. Shout out to my nigga Fawn. Shout out to my nigga Court. Rain Man. Shout out to my nigga Sick. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my nigga Glister Guarantee. My man King Els. E&E Tuesdays. Right? You did? We're going to leave with this beautiful track, y'all, man. And I'm going to go over there tap in with my brother Red. My brother Red live right now, man. Tell him Virus sent you. You did? I'm gonna leave since the name of the show was talking about painting pictures. It's only right that I leave this song, play this song again on the way out. You did?
That was terrible news, man. I really rock.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Red. Go tap in with him. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. You know what I'm saying? Join up, hit that membership, man. Hit that PayPal, hit that Cash App, hit that, you know what I'm talking about, hit that, the super gift, super chat, super thanks, man. Tap in, walk with us, support your interests, support your real ones. We the ones that, when we get the money and we get the microphones and the screen, we going to put everybody on who deserves to be put on. And we going to talk about real shit. We ain't going to be doing none of this fuck shit these other dudes out here doing. Flat out. We out. Shout out to my brother Tox Beats, man. E&E every day, all day. No days off. We got hella music coming. We're going to have them visuals coming. You did? Stop painting them pictures, man. Paint them right if you're going to paint them. And make sure you paint the correct and accurate picture of yourself. My nigga Tox made this, Uncle Diggity.